Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR prepping. You already know what time it is, baby. Get your drink, pull up. It's Saturday. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel where we just talk about preparedness. Really, we just talk about what me and my family do. Hopefully put you on game with your journey in preparedness and self-sufficiency. Okay, so today we're going to get into kind of what to expect. There's a big aspect when anything catastrophic happens, but since we're in the realm of like what's happening now, war, the level of conflict that we're at right now, when we talk about the level of our food security for a lot of families, when we talk about the chances, I guess, or the probability of an economic collapse, a full collapse of the US dollar, of our economy, right? So when we talk about those things, there's a lot of things to do to prepare, to get ready, but there's a couple things that I want you to know are going to happen so that you can prepare your family. Now, this is no surprise. This is things that we've talked about and discussed on this channel before in regards to staying safe, keeping your family safe, and moving forward with the things that are going to happen. So two things that are going to happen without a doubt. And then we're going to talk about kind of what is going to emerge from that, which is another level of kind of scariness, something to be dealt with, and then how to prepare for that. So these two things that you're going to have to really know is happening or going to happen and going to have an influx of is violence and riots. Those two things are absolutely going to happen. So as soon as there's a collapse, people are going to go crazy. There's going to be a very, very small window where things are kind of normal. Things are kind of like just everybody and their mother is just kind of trying to figure out what has happened. How are they going to make things work? What's going to happen next? How did their life just change? Even from everyday working, their school, their job, their home, just everything in a blink has changed. And so there's going to be a couple days at tops that you're going to have people kind of figuring that out, realizing how much food they have. You're going to have like a run wherever you can have a run. You're going to have a run on gas, whatever, any way that people can still, like if there's still $1, people are going to be running to spend it. If there's not $1 at all, it's dead in the water. Nobody can get money. You're going to have people out there still trying to do some business with the money they have, with the cash they had, and or immediately trying to trade and barter for the things. I'm talking about the immediate things that they realize they do not have right in that moment, that they realize right away, oh, I'm in trouble because I don't have said thing, okay? So there's going to be 1 or 2 days that's kind of like a lovey-dovey, we are the world, everybody's in this together, we're just trying to figure this out. Once that kind of subsides, chaos starts, and in chaos is going to come violence and going to come riots. You're going to have the violence aspect, the criminals that are going to come out. You're going to have criminals, all sorts of criminals, pedophiles, the kidnappers, the sex traffickers, the thieveries, the burglars, the home invaders, the people that just like to hurt people. All those folks are going to be out in full force. Because if there's a collapse, there's a dollar, there's a this, there's that, who knows how the police force is, what they can enforce, what they can do. I mean, it's total chaos at this point. There's not anybody coming to save you, right? And so those people are going to be out in full force. Your already group of criminal activity is going to be out in full force. The murderers, the rapists, those folks, because that's what they do, that they're evil, right? And now you have no checks and balance. Everything's collapsing around. Everybody's losing, their stuff. Those folks are going to go wild. Then you have this group of desperation people that are going to come out and evolve and crime is going to start happening. You're going to have one-on-one crimes, personal theft, purse grabbing, muggings. You're going to have home invasions. You're going to have thievery of your property, of your home, stuff that you left out that never in a million years would you ever think somebody would steal. People are going to be stealing. Don't leave anything out. If you see that anybody sees stuff, matter of fact, even if they don't see stuff, you're going to have people who are going to start doing and figuring out, how can I steal from my neighbor? How can I steal? Like if you leave, whatever. Now, if total chaos has happened, total collapse has happened, I don't think that people are just leaving their house. I think that the average person is going to stay home because just common sense, that's safe, common sense. Where are you going anyway? If it's a total collapse, there's no job to go to. There's no this, there's no that. Maybe there's a job, but a lot of people are going to be like, there's no job. I'm not getting paid. why would I go anywhere, right? I'm going to stay home where I can keep my family safe. But it's total collapse. It's total chaos. And so you're going to have people that are going to try your average stuff that you Okay, I lock up a garage. Well, does that garage, how many doors does it have? How many windows does it have? Can it be broken into in the middle of the night and you even hear it in the house? What do you have set up? So security and fortification are going to be in the forefront of very, very important things to have done and to be prepared for, and levels to that on how secure your home is, how locked down is your home. Okay, violence. The second thing is riots. Riots are going to be crazy because now you're going to have a huge group of the people who are not your criminals, are not your, and they're going to flood to the streets because they're going to demand how dare our government, this is America, how dare them let us this collapse, this crash. It's going to be this huge group of people that are against the government, against the elites. You guys are fine, because you have all the things. Like, who cares if the dollar drops? You guys are still fine. You have your fancy food and water and you have all the things, so you guys are fine. So you're gonna have this huge group of people just hitting to the streets because you're gonna have people that don't understand and don't know why they're doing that. They just know that they want to protest. They want to, this is I don't have any food and water for my family. I'm going to hit the streets and I'm going to protest at the government, demand that they help us, demand that they give that to us, demand that they fix things, demand that they bring the dollar back, demand that they bring the economy back, demand help, right? And the audacity of people is going to be that, okay, the government did this and they're going to fix this. And people are going to go to the streets as if that's going to do something. And it's not. It's going to cause more chaos. It's going to cause, because it's not going to be protests. It's going to be riots. There's a difference. And riots is burning down cities, burning down things. And so you have whole communities, whole things that not only did our economy just break, but now we're literally going to burn our own place down. We're going to burn our own America down. We're going to burn what is left, right, for us to salvage from, work from, live from. We're literally going to go to the streets and burn it all down. And so rioting are going to happen. And, the thought process now is, how close are you going to be to any kind of rioting? Do you live right in the city? Do you live in a area downtown? You live in some picturesque downtown, in a city, and it's beautiful. I mean, what are your chances of making it through a riot in your neighborhood, right? There's a lot of different groups that are going to emerge from this group of rioters, if you will. You're going to have the groups that are already established, right? Your far right, your BLMs, your Antifas, all your different groups like that. But you're going to have new resistance coming out of that. You're going to have gangs forming, right? I'm not talking about vato gangs, but gangs are going to increase in numbers, because in numbers you can get things done, right? You have power in numbers in regard. It's just like community for us. In a gang, that's numbers to do dirty work, to do stuff, right? You're going to have small groups of marauders that are going to come together, mercenaries, small groups that are like, we're going to get together so that we can go and get food, so we can procure food, steal food, take the supplies we need. And so you're going to have to worry about these small groups of people who are taking it in their hands to combine together, combine their efforts, combine their power to then be able to take things from other people. And so small groups of marauders, small groups of mercenaries, small groups, small gangs, all of those groups are going to build cults. You're going to have Christianity. You're going to have people that are religious coming together and forming these safety groups and cults. You're just going to see a lot of evil stuff happening. That's not good. None of the stuff that I just said is good. You have an increase in violence. You have an increase in crime. I think you're going to have to worry about being out and about. I mean, to be honest, you shouldn't be out and about. And the problem is that people are going to be. They're either going to feel like they want to protest and go to the streets on purpose, or they're going to be out in the streets thinking that they're like getting something. Oh, I have to get something. We don't have any food. I have to get something. I have to get water. I have to get gas. I have to get fuel for I need charcoal. And even though the dollar has crashed, it's total collapse. They have no business being out there. They're going to be out there doing that. You have people that are going to run to the pharmacies because they're going to freak out, and they're going to run to the pharmacies to get medicines, whether that's them somehow paying for it, somehow trading for it, whether that's them stealing it, like good people that are going in and like, I need this for my child. I need this insulin. And they have the game plan that they're going to the pharmacy and they're going to get that regardless of what they have to do. And maybe they're not telling themselves that when they first go, but they're going to leave with that medicine. So you have those people that have no business being on the streets, and bad things are going to happen. That's a bad decision. You should be staying home, and you should be using your time to fortify, to secure your home, to fortify your home, to be watching your home, to walk around your home and see where the dark spots are at night, what is lit up, what is not. Grid down, how does that change the game? Your cameras, what can you see? Different locks, extra locks for gates that you employ when chaos finally comes, extra locks on doors, extra fortification on windows, the possibility of boarding up windows. Do you have those boards? Are they already cut? All the different things, right? Maybe you have a small yard and you have a little bit of barbed wire and you can put that up on the fence. Like, what are the things that you're going to do to deter people from wanting to come to your house, right? How do you make it where they're like, okay, that's not the house to hit, or oh, they're always there, they're home, we're not, whatever. Okay, this is the point where you have stuff staged. You have your defensive weapons on you. You have them staged throughout the house. You're paying attention. You're paying attention at night when crime, you're maybe not necessarily everybody's sleeping. Maybe one of you is staying up and kind of just keeping an eye on things, listening out for different things that are happening outside and around your home at night. It's just going to be chaotic. And the thing is it's not to freak you out. It's so that you know that and know that's going to happen so that you can then prepare for it. You can prepare mentally for it. You can prepare physically for it. You can get the things. Let me tell you one thing that's a deterrent. That's not even super defensive. It's, it can't kill somebody, can't hurt somebody. That's a bullhorn. Having the ability to have a bullhorn and you see somebody in the backyard or you see somebody messing around and you put that bullhorn on, you can say something in a nefarious voice. You can put on an alarm. There's lots of alarms. There's lots of loud, annoying stuff that just merely scares somebody off. Like, okay, I'm not messing around with what's going on, right? With this house, right? There's going to be a lot of conning happening, people trying to con people out of stuff. It's going to be hard to trust people because, again, you're going to have this level of insecurity, this level of desperation from normal everyday Americans that are going to be doing things that they never would have done, but they're doing it for survival, right? They're doing it and they think that they are right to do it because they are just trying to survive, right? Food, water, meds, that's huge, right? And in this chaos, you have a lot of stuff happening, I mean, we talk about grid down all the time and like old people and old people's homes and how hospitals and people will die because grid down and just people that are on machines and on life-saving meds and need 100% hospice care and how all those people will just perish after a catastrophic event. And that is true. But even with grid up, you talk about a collapse, you talk about people are not getting paid anymore. There is no dollar. There's total chaos going out. There's total violence. You still have people that are going to walk off the job. Nurses, hospice care providers, you're still going to have people that are going to walk away from that. And then therefore people are going to die because they're not going to get their meds on time, right? Those life-saving meds. They're not going to get, oxygen tanks switched out. They're not going to get the things that they need, that monitoring, that care, right? I would venture there's always going to be somebody, there's always going to be a group that is from here, right, from their heart, and is going to stay and always going to consider and always going to stay and take care of those people no matter what. But you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be like, there's chaos outside, there's no dollars, total collapse, there's riots, there's violence, and I'm a single mother nurse. And although I would love to stay, take care of Betty and Sarah and all, George and all these folks that I absolutely love in this nursing home that I work for, but I also have 3 kids at home, right? That need me, that need a parent in the house with them because dangerous things are happening, right? And so those are the decisions that are going to be made. And the same is going to go for your EMTs, for your ambulance people, for your cops, for your military people, all those people. There's going to be a group of people that are going to just walk away because it's a total collapse and they're going to put their family first, right? They're not going to put the job first. It's going to be a lot, but there's lots that you can do now to prepare. We've done this. We've talked about securing your home, fortification of your home, which are 2 separate things, several times on this channel. I'll try to find those videos and link them below or link the playlist below so that you can check out those videos where I go more in depth of specific things that you can do for fortification of entry points, with barriers, the difference between cover, concealment, deterrence, all these different things that matter when it comes to securing your home, surveillance of your home, fortification, heavy fortification. I mean, there's levels within security and there's levels within fortification as far as staying safe because and we're just talking about economic collapse, but honestly, it could be anything. Let's just say it's a total grid, like the movie I told you to watch, Blackout. Let's say it's something like that. That's chaos. It's the same thing. You're going to have violence. and you're going to have crime in the streets. The difference is going to be now you have this extra problem with there not being any power that causes all of these other problems, right? You know, the collapse of a dollar causes a lot of problems, absolutely has domino effects, but grid down, no power has a lot more consequences, in my opinion, if it's long term, and the detriment that it's going to do to people, the amount of people that die, the amount of people that are, you know, freaking out and really trying to steal stuff because, you know, no power, no internet, no nothing. You know, it's one thing, the dollar crashes, but you still have the internet. So you have ways for people to still watch kitty cat videos. Maybe they don't have a job. They have no access to their money, but it just becomes, hey, it is what it is. You know, if they have some kind of food, water, meds saved up, maybe there's some sort of feel good. They still have the internet. They can't go to Amazon and buy stuff, but they can play their games. They can read their books. They can email people still. They can talk to people. They can text people. So that whole line of communication and grid up is good. Minute grid goes down and all that gets lost, you have a whole group of people that are going to lose their minds. Millions of people that are going to lose their minds. And that's like a whole other level. But the two things still will be there: increase in crime and riots, okay? But you'll have a much higher increase of the amount of people that are going to die, that are going to perish, and just the chaos and the amount of dominoes that will be affected, and people's they don't have the ability to adapt. They don't have that natural grit. They don't have that natural survival skill set. They don't have that because that's in some people. It's naturally in some people that, you know, maybe they don't do that now. They don't think about preparedness now, but that's in them to survive, to be a natural leader, to be naturally creative, innovative, to figure it out, right? Those people that figure it out, and know how to, okay, we're going to adjust fire now. This is crazy, but we're gonna do what we got to do now. So I don't know. Hopefully, you know, it's a nice Saturday here. We're gonna get into some things here as a family here. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are taking some time for yourselves, for your own health. You're thinking about your families, you're spending time with your families, and you're not getting too wrapped up in the noise, okay? There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of gloom and doom videos. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm not saying that it's not beneficial to watch some of that, but if it is affecting your health, it's affecting your anxiety levels, your stress levels, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling just totally worn out, tired, it's time to take a break. And so take a break, step back, do something with your kids, do something with your family, do something for you, for yourself, do some self-love stuff, and just chill out a little bit. And maybe part of that is just putting the social media down for a few days, right? All together. No emails, no texting, for the most part, right? No social media, watching kitty cat videos, watching gloom and doom, watching us, any of it, right? You got to just step back and take a break because you have to mentally get ready for what's to come because we are not headed in the right direction. And that should give you pause for concern, okay? So you guys be well, be kind, do everything in love, and I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Take care. Bye.